I want to share a story with you about what I believe is a near death experience. It's the best mental model that I have as to what death might be like. So, it's several years ago, and I'm in a surgery room. I got lights, I got surgeons, I got surgeon assistants, and I got anesthesia being leaked into my blood vessels. My blinking gets slower and slower and slower, and the contrast in light is huge. Bright surgical lights, black abyss. I blink one more time, and then poof, I'm in the waiting room. 2 hours has elapsed, and that surgeon is off to cutting open the next body. And I'm laying down with a piece of my body missing. And it was in that moment that I realized something. Cerebrally, we all know that life goes on after death, after we die. When you go to sleep at night and you wake up 8 hours later, the world didn't just stop spinning, it kept going. People have night jobs. I think we know this cerebrally, mentally, but it's quite another thing to know it viscerally, to embody that, to know it with your body. I woke up and there's a part of my body missing. I am never gonna be the same person after that experience. Albeit a small chunk of bone, but it changed my anatomy forever. I realized something about death. It is actually a very comforting idea because life is fundamentally suffering. Suffering is the baseline. It takes a tremendous amount of effort on your part, on my part, all our parts to create as much distance as we can from suffering. That means hitting the gym, eating healthy, drinking plenty of water, sleeping enough, being socially active so your psychology doesn't start going haywire. A lot of effort goes into not suffering. If you don't put in that effort, you descend into the state of suffering, which is the baseline for existence. Death is the absence of life. That means it's the absence of suffering. Dying is something different. Dying is what the living do. Dying can be horrifically painful. I don't want to be around for that. At least I don't want to be conscious during that experience. Or maybe I do, I don't know. But death is something else. Death is a comforting idea. And I guess if I'm going to apply that bit of wisdom or take that experience and transform it into a bit of wisdom, I guess I would say that in the end, I guess I'm not saying anything you don't already know. We already know that from our perspective, none of this really matters because you're not going to be around to experience it or enjoy it. And so the fear of missing out is gone. The suffering, the pain is gone. The joy as well is gone. And so I guess the bit of wisdom is take a chance on yourself, right? Step outside yourself once in a while. Step outside of the status quo of your life. Ask yourself if you're living as much as you could be, or if you're just sleepwalking through life. If you are sleepwalking through life, think about how you can live a little more, in a way that's a little more life-affirming. And I think that comes down to taking chances that might not work, but it's a sign that you're alive